And now we're going to continue with the tutorial. Just getting on back from where we left off. Here we have our cover page that we created, a document with a header that appears on all pages, a table, and our dummy text. So one of the things that we're coming to use would be working with graphics. So that's copying images from other places, pasting them, and then formatting how they look on the document. So if we go to our folder here, see we have a file called beach.jpg. You can just open it. So here now we have a picture of a beach. So we can just copy this and Control V to paste it. So now we have our image here, but it's too big. So what you want to do is you want to take this and you want to reduce the size until it's big enough. Then we can center align it like this. And now that we have that, what we can do is give it a border. So we go click on highlight it like this, go to format picture, picture border, and then select it. Give it a black border or a blue border or a orange border, any color border you want. So let's just leave it with the black border. And what you can also do is you can go format picture here, and this will allow you to change certain aspects. This is more for advanced formatting. So if you just go to your border and your line, you can change it here. Let's say you wanted to increase the width of the border. So it's 0.75 points. Let's say you wanted to increase it. You can just increase it like that. And now the border to the picture is increased. You can just close that. Another thing is you want to give a label to your image. You can go and highlight it, right click, insert caption. Give it a caption. You can name it figure 1 or table 1. Usually you want to label it. You can also exclude the label if you just want to give it a caption, normal caption. So you can name it figure 1, picture of a beach. Then press OK. And now there you go. It will have a label caption at the bottom. So what you can also do, like before, remember you can increase the size of this. And you can also change the color with normal text even. You can even change the color like this by going here with letter A, and you can change the color to any color you want. So here this is currently a bit gray, so we'll change it to black. And now we have it in black. So it's figure 1 picture of a beach. So now we have our document, we have a cover page, we have a little bit of text, and we have a picture. So this lets you wrap text around a photo. What you can also, this is how you label something. So now we have that, and so in a document usually you have different types of headings. So let's say you wanted to create a heading here. All you'd have to do is, okay, rather than just creating headings, let's go ahead with creating styles. So now styles are different things where you can change the way the text looks depending on how you want it to look. So let's say if you wanted a heading with control in bold and underlined, and you wanted to say heading 1. So this, let's say you wanted to change it to Times New Roman and 14 size. So let's say you wanted all your headings to look like that. Rather than going and putting them manually, what you can do is you can highlight this and you can go here, right click, and update heading to match selection. Now when you do that, now every time you type and you want to make something your heading, all you have to do is type it out, highlight it, then go click heading 1, and it will use the style over that. So that's how you change the styles. So you can also change the style manually. So if you go here, right click, modify, you can change this, font, let's say you want to make it Arial black or Calibri body, and you just wanted to make it 12 points. Go okay. And now that you've done that, see the second one changed as well. So while we're over here, you can also format the normal text. So if this is your text and you want all your let's say this is your text and you want all the text in your document to look like that. So let's say you type some text here. And you wanted that this text is different to the next text. So what you can do is go here. You can modify this however you'd like. Let's say you make it times New Roman 12 and 12 and times New Roman 12. And another thing you can do at the time is also change the spacing between lines. So if you go over here and you highlight it, go to paragraph, see over here it's got line spacing multiple. Let's put it single. And you see the line spacing is reduced. Or let's leave it at 1.5 lines. So this increases the line spacing. Now if we want all our text to look like that, like before with the heading, we go here, highlight it, update normal to match selection. Now like this, we just change it. Let's say we type something over here. And we want it to be like that one. Just click normal, and now all the text in the document that falls under normal has the same format. So like this, we can create like before. So heading 3, go here, click heading, and now heading. And all of your words and your paragraphs will be in normal text. So that's how you actually set the style, different styles. So this is lots of different settings. You can also do a secondary heading. So usually this is good if you want to number your headings. So let's say you go heading 1, which would be heading 1. So remember before, you can change the indent. Let's move it. Let's remove the indentation. So now you thread against the top. Let's go heading 1 and go here, update. So then all of your headings again would have been numbered now. But let's say you wanted a secondary heading. So what you would do is you go 2.1, heading 2, and let's say this one, for stylistic purposes, you wanted it a different type, Calibri, and no indent. So the problem there is the hanging indent, so you don't want hanging indent. So usually you just take this out. So okay, that doesn't change the hanging indent. So let's just leave it as it is. Let's say you wanted 3.1. Let's say you wanted the heading to look like that. And we change the indentation to no indentation. And we have another heading. So this we will set as Calibri 11. And then we go here, update heading 2 to match selection. So now every time you wanted a heading 2, let's say, because you go over here, that was heading 3, and under 3 you would have something like this as your heading. Just go heading 2, and it would be under 3.1. Okay, so that's how you go about creating styles. So now, because we changed the styles over here, this became formatted. So let's say again, you can format it like before, make it Times New Roman, make it 16 and bold. And let's add some other things. Okay, let's leave it as it is. And then, so now, this is, you don't want this to be normal text, you want it to be a title. So you just go there, underline, and update title to match selection. Now this is a different style to the rest of the document. So now we have our document coming together with different things and different sections, headings. While we're here, a good thing to do is to create a title, a table of contents. So a table of contents will list all the different main headings in your document. So we go here on this new page. So you want it to be in the same section as your cover page, so it doesn't have any page numbers like the rest of the pages. So once you're in this page, you go insert and layout, references, it's under references. So you go into table of contents, and let's just go with the bolt-in version. So as you can see here, it's got contents and it's got your different headings that appear in the document. So since they all appear under page 1, they're all listed under page 1. But let's say you move that one here. So every time you make changes to your document, you just go update table, update the entire table. And as you see now, since we moved heading 3 to page 2, it's listed as page 2. Okay, so a good thing to do is, if you make a document like this and you want to make multiple documents in the future that look the same, all you have to do, sorry, this moved back. All you have to do is export as a template. So you have your document, you've styled it how you want to. You can go here, export, sorry, not export, save as, and then just go here and change it to Word template, so it'll be .x. So since you've saved your document as a template, what you can do is, whenever you want to create a new document, you just double click on the .x and it will open a new page. So what you can do, you can type different things. And then since it's a new document, it's unsaved, so you have to go save as, and let's see, I'll save it as the same place I wanted to. And like you see now, it's now a Word document. So you can type, alright, now as you can see, there are two documents. This is another new document now, so it's Word Training 2, and the original one was Word Training, and this is a template. So that is how you style the documents and create templates, save templates, and then for reuse in new documents. Okay, welcome back to the tutorial. And now that we've gone through most of the basics in creating a document, editing, and different types of skills that you can use to work on and to create and work on Microsoft Word documents, we have our document that we've been working on so far with the cover page, table of contents, different headings, formatted paragraphs, tables, and a picture with the label. So one thing that's useful is when you create a document and you want to print it or to email it to somebody or to share it, because if you send it to somebody or you upload it online, what might happen is that the formatting might change on the other person's side once they download it or view it. So a way to ensure that your document stays consistent and formatted, and also that they won't be able to make any changes, is to convert it to a PDF. So you just go to File, Export, and Create PDF. So this will simply export it as a PDF. So it says .pdf. Don't change the save as type. It'll just be a PDF. And it would usually save in the same folder that your original document is in. You click Publish, and just wait till it converts it. Okay, and now we have a converted PDF. So as you can see, it's the same as the original document in terms of the content. The only difference is you cannot edit it, or you can. One of the things you can do if you do want to add some notes to a PDF is you can use these tools over here, such as, so this is actually an Adobe Acrobat Reader. It's one of the free PDF viewers. I would recommend this one. So if you, for example, want to sign a document, you can add a signature such as this, or you could type one out, or you could draw a signature. So an easy way to do this is to add initials, just draw however you'd like. So this is mine, for example. Click apply, and now you'd be able to paste it in the PDF. Alright, so now it's there, and then once you save the PDF again, let's just rename it Training 2. This new PDF will have your signature or whatever marking you want to put. So there's different options here you can play around with. That's how you convert to a PDF and export to a PDF. Another thing that's useful in Word is to review. So usually when people are working on different documents, many people working on the same document and sharing, so you might do a section, email it to somebody, and they would work in another section, or they may want to make changes to your section. If you enable review and track changes, it will allow them to see where the changes were made, or for you to see what the changes they made are, and to what you want to accept them or undo them. So what you have to do is go to review, click track changes, and just go all markup. So now whenever you go and you type something or you make a change, it'll color in red or whichever color it's set to what the changes were made, and it'll allow you to either accept them, accept deletion, and it will delete it, or you can reject deletion and it will remove the deletion. So for example, now that I have track changes on and I type something, press save, I close the doc. I've saved it, I close the document, and then I open it again and go back, and now you can see this changes I made, and you can see it was made by me because I'm the author. Another thing you can do is you can also add comments. So you just highlight wherever you want for somebody to focus on or something you want to comment on, and you go new comment. So you can type and then you save it again, and this will show up in the documents for people to see. So that is how you enable document reviewing and tracking changes and adding comments.